Charles IV, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects lived in peace and prosperity. When the emperor died, the whole empire mourned. More than 7,000 people accompanied him on his last procession. The heir to the throne of the flourishing empire was Charles's son, Wenceslas IV, whose father had prepared him for this moment all his life. But Wenceslas did not take after his father. He neglected affairs of state for more frivolous pursuits. He even failed to turn up for his own coronation as emperor, which did little to endear him to the Pope. Wenceslas the Idle did not impress the imperial nobility either. His difficulties mounted until the nobles, exasperated by the inaction of their ruler, turned for help to his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary. Sigismund decided on a
Welcome, brother.
Thanks for help.
I don't envy you.
Would you Is it all right?
Here's a letter.
Thanks for it.
Are you sure?
I'll work.
Suit yourself. What do you desire?
I'm Gregor.
I know. It was hard not to... And you are? Lucas, also a novice. Don't get upset, but I don't want to talk to you.
I'd like to know something about the...
I don't know.
Tell me about Antonio.
I'd like to, but there's nothing to tell.
You really don't know anything about anyone?
Don't get upset.
Will you tell me something?
I
mean, where you're from, what sort of life you have.
I'm a novice, and my monastic name...
Come on. Is there really nothing...
I could, but I don't want to. I'm sorry. I want to stay focused. What has been isn't important for us. We cast the past aside when we walked through...
I'm telling you, someone's been creeping around the...
I'd like to...
What am I saying, creeping? He was stomping about like a bear.
That must have been...
Well, that's all.
He can't sleep. He prays long into the night.
This looks like the dregs after a night's drinking. Who could be coming here?
Pay more attention.
In a rush to pray? Why such haste?
Watch your step, brother.
Watch your step. Why such haste? Why such haste?
Watch your step, brother.
My name's Gregor.
You can call me Siskin. Now, are you here of your own free will?
Did you say purgatory?
You'll see soon enough.
Will you tell me something about yourself?
Look, nothing against you, but I prefer not.
Are you hiding something? Why are you so reluctant to tell me anything about yourself?
I'm hiding a lousy past that I'd rather forget. I hate to think of all I lost when they stuck me in here. And also because I really hate the question, aren't you the son of the famed Sir Smil Flashka of Pardubitz? I was rich and I had everything. But then my father began to feel his time approaching, so he decided to send a son to the monastery. And, being the youngest, the lot fell on me. I've no head for managing the estate, and they said I'd squander it. Can you imagine? Me, in a monastery. So I took what coin I could.
But you didn't have to come here if you didn't want.
No, not if I didn't mind being left to beg alms by the city gate. I had one choice, the monastery or nothing.
They must have realized.
I donated some of the silver to the monastery when I came in, just to piss them off. I can just...
And you stashed away the remainder?
Indeed so.
What's your plan with this?
To get out of here as soon as I can. I'll wait another year or two and...
That's all I want.
Please.
I'm still curious about the...
It's no big terrible secret. Really, it isn't. I just go and read during services. There's no time otherwise. I mean, at other times I don't get to read what I like. And I keep it...
Actually... I'm still...
It's no big
I'll tell the abbot. I'm sure he'll be keen to hear what the monks get up to instead of prayer.
What? A man pours his heart out to you and you play Judas. How about this for an offer? Say a word about this to anyone and I'll wring your neck. Touch anything I... Ah, Gregor.
I'm still...
It's no...
I'll leave you be.
Thank you. And please...
There's something I should tell you. Something you won't be happy to hear. I'm here to find someone and, well, to do away with him. But listen, it's not murder. Not when it's a man like him. He's one of the brigands who burned down Neuhof. He doesn't deserve to live.
What's he doing here? And who are you?
They call him Pious because he used to be a priest. When he found out a lot of people were after him, he hid away here. And as you can see, escaped suspicion. They sent me here to find him and bring him to justice. He's one of the novices.
So we have one outlaw and one assassin in our midst. This place is a lot more exciting than I expected. Do you know who it is?
Well, that's just it. I suspect Lucas.
He certainly says little enough, and he keeps himself to himself. I could well believe he's hiding something, but not that he's a killer.
It could be Antonius?
Antonius? He's a fine fellow. No, it can't be him.
See how hard it is? It could be anyone. It could be you.
What on earth makes you think that?
True enough. No, but I hope I'll track him down soon. If you find any clue...
I swear I don't know anything. Except that I'm not the one you're looking...
I won't tell you more, and I'd like you to...
You're talking about killing in the monastery.
Listen to me, you worthless shit. You'll be keeping your mouth shut. Otherwise, you can count on me to do away with you first.
I thought better of you, Gregor. You're just a cop. Remember, the mills of God... Slow down.
I'd like to know... I don't... What can you tell me? Not a lot. I don't know him. You really don't...
Why such haste? Watch your step. Tell me.
I'm looking...
And what
I'm looking...
luck?
What's it?
Pete? Say it. I'll trade.
Let's talk about the price.
Well,
Slow down, brother. Pay more
In a
attention,
rush
brother.
to pray? What is it, brother?
I'd like to ask you... What can you tell...
And what can I say? You're here to demonstrate.
I meant something
But you know them yourself. Yorick is an odd one, but he's diligent and eager, perhaps too eager. Siskin is good company. Antonius is hard-working and will help with anything.
You've seen us drinking here, so either join in or swear you won't tell a soul. You won't want to end up like Lucas now, would you?
All right. I wouldn't mind some wine.
That's more like it. Sit down and have a drink, my lad. Quite right, brother. Just sit down and drink with us. When the wine runs out, Yorick will fetch more.
Praise be to Christ, brother.
What are you doing here?
What does it look like?
But... we're...
Youngster, when you're as old as I, you'll understand.
But you're the cicators. You're the ones meant to be keeping order here.
Well, if you really want to know, see if you...
All right.
I'll say one thing, brother. This wine... What would you like?
You mentioned Yodok. What does he do for you?
Nothing much. He's just a little suckling like you. He'll do whatever it takes to stay on our good side. Sometimes we make use of him when there are errands to run.
I'd like to ask... Where'd you get the wine from?
So they are, but this wine isn't... Listen, lad, would you help us out with something? This cask is almost empty, and we need a new one.
I'll help you.
Ha! I knew it. Help Novice Yodok arrange for a new cask. Talk to him first thing in the morning, and by tomorrow night the cask can be...
All right, I'll... Let's play!
Just the man we've been waiting for. I'll say one thing, brother. This wine would grace the Pope's table.
I'm not so sure. It's a bit sour. God knows what's in it.
Don't be absurd. It's a first-class cask, direct from Znojmo.
Though I know the taste of a good vintage, and this isn't it. I bet you that wretched Yorick got the cask mixed up.
Nonsense. It's perfectly drinkable.
No, it isn't. It's sour. No matter. We'll get more soon, so good health.
Good health.
We'll have to take that Yorick to task about wedding this world next. Slow down. In a rush to pray?
In a rush to pray?
This is not a good time.
Receive it as a divine command, and cannot suffer any delay in executing it. But this very obedience will be acceptable to God and pleasing to men only if what is commanded is done without hesitation. Delay, lukewarmness, grumbling, or objection. For the obedience given to superiors is given to God. For if the disciple obeys with an ill will and murmurs, not necessarily with his lips but simply in his heart, then even though he fulfills the command, yet his word will not be accepted.
I've heard some unsettling news. I've been told you've lied about who you are the entire time you've been here. What do you have to say about it? Who are you really?
Punishment due to murmurers, unless he amend and make satisfactory.
I don't have anything to say. If I'm not me, then you're not you. And that must mean we aren't talking together now.
Enough of that nonsense. Tell me who you are and what you're looking for here.
I'm Carl, or I was, and I was ordered here by my father. What do you mean looking for? I've no idea what you're talking about.
I can find out whether you really are the Carl we accepted here. If you are, no need to worry. All accusations against you will be withdrawn. But until I find out, you'll have to be isolated from the others.
Already given my boy a thrashing over this, but once I get my hands on the fiend with whom he cooked up this asinine plan, I will wring his goddamn fucking neck!
Calm down, my lord. You're in a monastery.
The insolence! Help him flee and then pretend to be him?
It's certainly an unfortunate incident, but there's no need for such agitation or profanity. We will take care of it. Ah, that's him! Stop him!
Now I've got you bastard!
What's your slow down?
Welcome, brother.
What troubles you? Were you so you chose...
It may seem...
I'm Gregor. And you are?
Lucas.
Pay more attention, brother. Sirs.
Slow down, brother.
Hey.
In a wish to pray? In a wish to pray?
Greetings, brother.
Greetings to you, brother. I'm Yodok.
Trouble?
You're young, perhaps intemperate. You might easily stray from the rules of the Order.
I'm interested in...
Nobody knows much about Lucas. He keeps himself to himself.
Do you have any ground?
Quite a lot. And also none at all. The circuitous who make the rounds
Do you know any...
Only that he came to the monastery voluntarily, because he didn't want to work in his father. He's always happy.
Can you tell me...
I would if there was anything noteworthy to say. But I'm just the ordinary son of a...
Why did you join the...
Because it was better than living in poverty. As the youngest son, I'm not in... You know what? I'm glad to...
I'd like to ask you... Well, that's all.
In a rush to pray?
In a wish to pray?
Why such haste?
My name's Gregor.
You can call me Siskin.
Did you say Pug?
You'll see...
Will you tell...
Look, nothing against...
Are you hiding?
I'm hiding alone. I hate... I've no...
They must have really...
I donated...
And you stashed...
Indeed, sir.
What's your plan?
To get...
But you... That's all I...
Please...
How is it that you don't get any...
I've paid off the circuitous to turn a blind eye. And the other monks don't...
I'd be interested to hear... I'm interested in you...
What could interest you about him? He's a no-good rat. He'll turn you in for the price of a turnip. I'd bet my life that if he wasn't here, he'd be a cumin scout.
That doesn't sound too flat.
It wasn't meant to. No matter what you do here, watch out for him.
That's all.
Watch your step,
Why
brother.
such haste?
Praise be to our Lord Jesus.
I'm telling you, someone's been creeping around in the corridor at night. I must say, creepy. John, the future... You've seen us drinking.
All right.
That's more like... Praise be to...
What's there left to drink to?
To our fresh young novices, our... What do you desire?
What are you doing?
What does it look like?
But...
Youngster.
Servus.
Why not? I've had enough.
That's what we like to hear.
You mentioned Yodok.
Nothing much. He's just a little suckling like you. He'll do whatever it takes to stay on our good side.
Where'd you get the...
So they are, but this one... Listen, lad. Would you help us out?
I'll help you.
Ha! I knew it. Help Novice Jodok arrange for a new cask. Talk to him first.
All right. Let's drink.
That's the idea.
How about to the abbot?
To the abbot it is. But...
To Abbot
That's more like it.
I'll be going, brothers.
Do us a favor, brother. Stay a little longer and have another...
Oh, all right. I'll be going, bro.
Do us a...
Oh, all right. Let's play.
Just the man we've been... I'll say one thing, brother. This wine would grace the Pope's table.
I'm not so sure. It's a bit sour. God knows what's in it.
Don't be absurd. It's a first-class cask, direct from Zneumann.
No, I know the taste of it.
What do you desire?
I was talking last night with the brother Cicators.
Well, yes, it's true.
I'd like to help you.
Would you really do it? To get hold of the wine, we'll have to leave the monastery for a bit. And if wine started going missing here, someone would notice. But to leave the monastery, we need the keys.
Wait a moment. Are you saying I'm supposed to steal the prior's keys so I can...
You see why I don't want to do it myself now, do you? I don't have what it takes. I can't get those keys, but you...
But you've done it once before, haven't you?
Last time the prior was sick, and he left the monastery keys in the Circator's care. So they unlocked...
How can I get hold of the key?
I don't know, but it might be possible to do this without them. Brother Celerius, the cellar keeper, used to be a burglar. He knows his way around locks, and maybe could help us.
Do you think he'll want to take part in theft?
No, but he could give some advice, or maybe get some lockpicks to open the... Once you have the key or some lockpicks, come and see me and we'll make our plan.
About those keys...
Did you get them?
Not yet.
Well, hurry up then.
Slow down, brother. Why such haste? In a rush to pray? Pay more attention, brother. Watch your step. Why such haste?
Talk to me,
I'm not...
and
Lock pick. I'd like to practice open.
Just.
Slow. Watch your step.
Why such haste? The watcher's step, brother. Slow down.
Idleness is the enemy of the soul. Therefore, the brethren should be occupied at certain times in manual labor, and again at fixed hours in sacred reading. To that end, we think that the times for each... them again.
What have they done to you this time?
Reeks.
They're shirking their responsibility.
Or sickly brethren
Leaving us
should be
as their
assigned
superiors
tasks
and chase around after
of such a
It's
nature
not
as
finishing what
to
they
keep them
done.
from idleness, and at the same time not to overburden them or drive them away.
What was your...
Their weakness must be taken into
And
consideration by the
I'm Lock. What's it?
peace, bro. So you heard. I'll treat. What troubles you?
I'd like to discuss the price.
Well, this is a waste of time.
Pay more attention, brother.
I'm Gregor.
I know. I saw you at the ceremony. My name is Neb.
That means you get to leave the monastery?
No, not at all.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm the provost of this monastery. It's my... But in reality, I spend all my time making sure my brother's gluttony and the construction of a new...
Is there anything I...
You know, there is. Perhaps... I'm interested in medicine, and I know there's a cure for the abbot's ailment. With your help, I could find out the details, and together you...
You can count on my help.
In order to get the recipe for this medicament, a few rules will need to be broken. Now you know, most of the brothers believe... I, however, think if God sent us not just illnesses, but also the medicine... The cure for Abbot Peter's illness could be contained in one of the books in our library. But it will certainly be amongst the Libri Prohibiti, the forbidden...
Is there anything you can tell?
There's a key to the cabinet in the prior's chambers. The librarian should have another one. Or you can acquire some lockpicks.
Why are they...
Because it's not. Ibn Sina, also known as Avis...
Where can I find?
In the library, there's a large cabinet with a lock on it. The forbidden books, no one will notice if one book disappears.
I'm ready.
One more important thing. There's always someone in the library during the day. To pass unwatched, you'll... They say Brother Solarius understands locks. But don't tell him why you need it. Once you have the book, we'll soon have the election of the...
I'm here to...
Excellent. I've been waiting for you. Today it's your task to concoct 2 potions. Once you finish them, you'll find me somewhere nearby. Don't forget to let me know when you're done. What would you like?
I finished my work.
Show me what you've made. Spectacular, Gregor. You've found... What do you desire?
I found this piece of parchment.
I've no idea. Why don't you...
The forbidden books must be in that cabinet.
The book's stood in there out for your eyes to see.
Praise be to Christ.
I found this piece of parchment.
It appears to be a...
Ovid? What is that?
Not what, but who? Ovid was a great Roman poet. Now I believe I can guess what happened. Brother Eustace, may the earth rest lightly on him, was quite narrow-minded when it came to classical literature. If he'd had his way, all such books would have been burned. Ovid's The Art of Love must have been such a thorn in his side that he stole it from the library, tore it...
Oh, would you like me to...
Absolutely. Eustace's wits weren't the sharpest, so I'm sure he didn't... I imagine he hid them throughout the monastery. It might take you a while to find them all, but when you do, you can rest assured Ovid...
Good. I'll...
Thank you, brother. It's of no great importance, but...
Where should I look?
If I knew, I wouldn't have asked you to do it. The pages...
Can you tell me something?
The...
Brother, is this a tavern? Are we at a dogfight? Violence doesn't belong...
Very well, brother.
Now, show me what you have on you.
I'm Gregor, and
I know. I saw you in the church during the ceremony.
What does that mean?
I make sure everyone observes the rule.
And when it's not?
Then we're authorized to mete out punishment.
I need to tell you about...
Well, well, well. The Honourable...
He wanted me to steal a forbidden book.
Ha! I knew it. A would-be abbot enticing a novice to commit such a heinous...
He said he wanted to find...
Just keep that to yourself. The important part is that he wanted you to... Thank you. You're... Slow down, brother. Pay more attention. Down, brother.
You rush to pray?
Why such haste?
Then watch your step, brother. Pay more attention, brother.
Each may be prescribed as follows.
Pay more
From
attention,
Easter
brother.
until the calends of October. When they come out from prime in the morning, let them labor at whatever is
Pay more
necessary
attention, brother.
until about the 4th hour. And from the 4th
Why
hour
such
In a rush to pray.
Watch your step, brother.
In a rush to pray.
The rule of Saint Benedict.
Salve.
Readings on
Be
the
well.
spirit of silence. Let us do what the prophet says. I said, I will guard my ways, that I may not sin with my tongue. Granted even to perfect disciples, even though it be for good,
Someone really
holy,
reeked at
edifying
Matins.
conversation.
You're right.
For it is written,
Stunk like
in
a
much
wine barrel.
speaking you will not
And it's
escape
not the
sin.
first time.
And in another place,
One little
death and life
In a
are
rush
in the
to pray.
power of the tongue.
Shake everyone's breath
For
in the morning.
speaking and
Then he'd
teaching
soon get his
belong to
man.
the master. The disciples
Pay more attention, brother.
listen.
Why such...
And if anything has to be asked of the superior, it should be asked with all the humility and submission inspired by reverence.
Nonsense. Why would he do that?
Pay more attention, brother.
Peace be with you, brother.
Pay more attention, brother.
In a rush to pray?
Why such haste?
Pay more attention, brother.
Why such haste?
In a rush to pray? Pay more attention,
Watch
brother.
your step, brother. Watch your step, brother.
What are you doing outside at night?
Why aren't you in the
You
doorway?
should be sleeping, not scaring people.
Go away. Novices aren't allowed.
Why such haste? In a rush to pray?
Brother? What are you doing here? Should...
I had other affairs that needed to be...
Really? This time I'll look the other way. Brother? You were somewhere you shouldn't have been.
I've had enough of that.
You dare resist punishment?
Yes, brother. That's... I'm resisting punishment.
You failed to complete your trial period as a novice. You are...
Pay more attention, brother. God be with you.
Why such haste? Watch your step, brother.
Then watch your
Why
step,
such
brother.
haste?
But bold, hard, proud, and disobedient characters we should curb at the very beginning of their ill doing by stripes and other body. Therefore, the brethren should be occupied at certain times in manual labor, and again at fixed...
The forbidden books
Don't
must
even
be
look
in
at
that cabinet.
It contains forbidden books.
And from the 4th hour until about the 6th, let them apply themselves to reading. After the 6th hour hath come.
Halt!
Pay more attention, brother.
Brother, where were you during Mass?
I
Really? Fine then. This time
I'm Gregor and...
I know.
What does that mean?
I make sure everyone the...
when it's not...
Then we'll... Brother, is this...
Sickly brethren should be assigned a task or craft of such a nature as to keep them from idleness and at the same time
You...
to overburden them.
Watch your step. Praised be to our Lord Jesus.
Watch your step, brother. Watch your step, brother. Slow down, brother. Watch your step, brother.
Ah, Gregor.
What do you do?
I was talking last night.
Hey.
I'd like to help.
Well, to get hold of the wine. If wine started going missing...
Wait a moment. Are you saying I'm supposed to...
You see why I don't want to do it myself now.
But you've done it once before.
Last time the prior...
How can I...
I don't know. But it might be...
Do you think he'll want to...
No. But once you have the key, I'll...
About the...
Did you get that?
Yes?
In that case, come before midnight to the cloister garden. I'll be waiting for you there, and we'll head...
Brother Nevlis says that you didn't...
I was feeling a bit...
Really? Fine then.
I'm Gregor and
I know. I saw...
What does that mean?
I make sure everyone...
when it's not?
Then we're Brother Cyril mentioned that you didn't submit your parchments in the scriptorium.
I had other affairs.
Really? Fine then. Brother, where were you during...
I definitely was.
Brother, save your excuse. This is your first...
Why such...
What's your step, brother?
In a rush to
Pay
play?
more attention, brother.
Praise be to Christ.
Here I am.
Just in time to manage it all. Once we're outside, we'll need to be careful, and we'll need to be quick. If we're not back before sunrise, someone will realize we've gone, and there'll be hell to pay.
Where exactly are we going for the wine?
Next to the monastery is the house of the custodian, a baron who provides military protection to the monastery. We'll take the wine from him.
Why go to all that trouble?
They are. But Brother Solarius keeps records of all the casks, and the prior checks them.
That does sound reasonable. How do we do that once we're there? Will we need to break in?
We needn't break in anywhere. It's on the ground floor and usually unlocked. It holds supplies for...
What particular wine?
They want some Znaimo wine. But there's no way we'll be able to tell what's what.
The brothers will complain.
They'll complain even more if they've nothing...
I'm ready.
All right.
What are you looking for?
Don't move a finger! Surrender! You've committed a violation.
I'll find you.
You're under arrest.
Cur. You can't
Come
hide
here,
from me.
meaty liver.
Is that the best you can do? I'll find you, you cur. You can't hide from me.
Where did that murderer get to? What's the matter? Come on! Hey! I'm going to enjoy this.
Is that the best you can do?
Hey! You!
Surrender.
Move a muscle.
You've committed a crime, and I'm arresting you.
You all get what for? You fucking dog!
Can't hide. Can't stop fucking.
Is that the best you can do?
Is that all you've got?
Stop! You call that combat?
Who are you carrying there? Is that a corpse? And don't think we'll forget. It's jail.
Are you pulling my pizzle?
Hey, you! Don't move a muscle! Surrender!
All right,
You'll have to answer.
Got you.
What?
Don't pretend you don't know what's what, you whoreson. Here you are, wandering the land with a corpse. It's jail.
Enough.
Aye.
Hey, you! Halt!
Oh.
Surrender! You've committed a violation. You're under
Got
arrest.
you at last. Now you'll get what's coming.
What?
Don't pretend you don't know what. It's jail for you.
I won't.
Aye.
Surrender!
there!
Stop! You'll have to answer for your law-breaking.
Got you! Now,
What?
don't pretend you don't. Personally.
I won't.
Surrender!
Stop! You'll have
You're
to
under
answer.
arrest
Don't speak
for
at the
breaking the
meeting,
law.
You fucked up there. I'm telling you. Surrender.
Shit.
In a rush to pray?
I need to make a confession.
I'm no priest, but tell me what you've done. It's probably nothing to worry about.
I'm here in the monastery looking for a thief. He had a hand in burning down the Neuhof stud.
You don't say. And who are you to take such an interest?
Someone whose job it is to investigate the case, find the perpetrators and make sure they get the punishment they deserve.
Punishment? Do you intend to punish them here, in the monastery?
I don't know yet. I'm still just on their trail. Perhaps you could help me find him?
The missing thief? If I knew anything, I'd tell you, but I suppose it must be one of the novices. I've only recently heard about the Neuhof incident, and all the other brethren have been here much longer than that.
I know. Aside from me, there are only 4 novices, but still, I don't know which one he could be.
3? Please, leave me out of it. And you're right that it could be any one of them. No one knows anything about Lucas. Siskin might be a lot of things, but a monk isn't one of them. And Yodok is a slimy worm. It wouldn't surprise me if he was behind that massacre. Actually, the more I think about it, the less I like that Yodok. He's a treacherous rat who'd do anything to get in someone's good books. The thought of Yodok at Neuhof sends chills up my spine.
I don't think it was him. But please, don't tell a soul what we've been talking about.
Don't fret, my friend. Slow down, brother. Pay more attention. Welcome, brother.
Is it all right?
I thought... Here's a letter from...
Thanks for it.
Are you...
I'll work...
Suit yourself. What would you like? I'm no...
You don't. The one who's...
You... Do you think you're...
Please don't tell him anything.
Very well.
The watcher stepped in a rush to pray.
Halt! Brother.
What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be working somewhere?
I had a...
Brother. Save your... This is your... Is this a... You failed to...
Welcome, brother.
Is it all...
Here's a letter.
Thanks for... I'll work...
I'm no...
The one...
Do you think... Very well.
In a rush to... What's your step?
In a rush to pray? Praise be to our Lord. Slow down, brother.
Why such
In a
haste?
rush to pray?
Pay more attention. Why such haste?
Then watch your step, brother. Pay more Slow down, brother.
What's your step, brother?
Here the prophet
Why
shows that
such
if the
haste?
spirit of silence ought to lead us at times to refraining from good speech.
Pay more attention. Watch your step, brother.
Sin make us avoid evil words. Therefore, since the spirit of silence is so important, permission to speak should rarely be granted even to perfect disciples.
What do you desire?
For good, holy, edifying conversation. For it is written, in much speaking you will not escape sin. And in another place, death and life are in the power of the tongue. For speaking and teaching belong to the master. The disciples' part is to be silent and to listen. And for that reason, if anything has to be asked of the superior, it should be asked with all the humility and submission inspired by reverence. But as for coarse jests and idle words, or words that move to laughter, these we condemn everywhere with a perpetual ban. And for such conversation we do not permit a disciple to open his mouth. The rule of Saint Benedict, readings on the spirit of silence. Let us do what the prophet says. I said, I will guard my ways, that I may not sin with my tongue. I have set a guard to my mouth. I was mute and was humble, but kept silence even from good things. Here the prophet shows that if the spirit of silence ought to lead us at times to refrain even from good speech, so much the more ought the punishment of sin make us avoid evil.
Brother? Is this a tavern? Are we at a dog fight?
Very well. While I was locked up, someone was making quite a racket in the cellar. Blind drunk, I'm sure of it. I wonder what's been going on.
God be with you.
You've got a strong constitution. Anyone else would have certainly died.
What happened?
Let me tell you a little story. Once upon a time, there was a young boy. He was lost and miserable. He had no future. He was tempted by his friends into doing some foolish things, but he wasn't truly bad, because when it came down to it, he ran away rather than keep doing foolish deeds. His former friends didn't take kindly to that, though, and wanted to punish him. So they sent a hunting dog to find him and rip his throat. The boy wasn't stupid, though, and he knew that the hound was coming. He poisoned some food, and when the hound showed up, he gave it to him. He didn't expect the beast to live, but it did. And all of a sudden, the boy was sorry for what he tried to do. So he offered to make a bargain with the hound.
I think I understand you. But the beast would need to know what deal he's being offered.
You know, we're both pawns in someone else's game. They have plans for us, but we don't have to let them use us. We can just forget all about it and go our own way. I was a bandit, and I was at Nyhoff. I've robbed and stolen, but I swear to God I've never in my life slain innocent people. What I saw at Nyhoff made me realize my life was worth shit, but I still had a chance to change for the better. Here in the monastery I've had plenty of time to think things over, but then you showed up and fucked it all up.
So the evildoer changes his ways and finds God. What exactly are you proposing?
Both of us can leave this place. You can go back to your people, and I can go somewhere where I can live out my life in peace, and no one will try to kill me. If we work together, we can both get what we want.
You're right. But the people who sent me will find out if I don't kill you.
They won't if we're clever about it. No one has to die. Before we make a run for it, we'll make it look like someone's killed me. Loads of blood, a tattered scrap of my habit, and footprints leading towards the river. No one will bother looking for my body there. There we'll split up. You go for your bounty, and I'll get as far away from here as I can.
Good. Let's do it your way.
Good. I'm glad that despite our initial discord, we could reach an agreement. Here, take something to calm your stomach. Now we'll need the keys to the monastery and some blood to make the tracks.
What are you going to do?
I need to get ready for a long journey. Prepare supplies, get some normal clothing somehow, that sort of thing. You can escape in that habit, but I need to...
And where am I supposed to get...
You'll find a parchment in the kitchen with a list of ingredients on it, all the things they're ordering. Add blood for making soup to the list, and when it's delivered the next day, take it before anyone notices it.
What do I need the keys to the monastery for?
How else will we get out?
Getting the keys won't be easy.
I know, but Brother Solarius is a reformed thief. I'll bet he still has a few lockpicks lying about. Or there's the hard way. Steal the keys from...
They both sound hard to me. All right, that's everything I need to know. I can get started.
Excellent. Come and see me once you have everything. And try to be as fast as you can. And Gregor, thank you.
That would sound more sincere if you hadn't just tried to kill me.
That's why I'm thanking you. For being so reasonable despite what I did. For what it's worth, I'm glad the poison didn't kill you. And we...
change that only you act can bring.
Waiting pays off.
Ah, Gregor.
I have everything we need.
Excellent. Straight after Vespers, we'll meet in the dormitory. We'll have to get it all done before the monks have...
What exactly is your plan?
We're going to prepare a little riddle they'll never solve. And why at mealtime? Because we need the dormitory as well as the church to be empty. Take everything with you and don't forget...
Good. Once evening mass ends...
Praise be to God. For a moment there, I was worried you weren't coming. Give me that blood. This is the exact spot where you pushed me off the gallery. Why such haste?
And here's where you dragged my lifeless body.
Pay more... Slow down, brother. Pay more attention, brother. Why such haste? Thank you for helping me out. Now we must each go our own way.
Well, I can't just let you leave. You're a criminal.
What are you on about? Did you really help me escape just to betray me?
I'm truly sorry, but you were there at the Neuhof massacre, and you're a valuable witness. I'm taking you to the bailiff.
Gregor, you can't be serious. I thought I won't be taken anywhere. I'd rather die than lose my freedom.
This is one of the men who raised Neuhof. He should be able to tell you something useful. But I need to ask a favor. I need you to keep him out of sight so his accomplices don't know he's been caught.
Fine work, and I'll do as you say. I'll find a deep, dark hiding place where no one will hear me interrogate him. And while we're at it, I'll have your things brought here. Wait here a while.
Hey, watch it! Lout.
Welcome, Henry.
Are you serious?
Better not going any further. I might drown. This looks like the place they were talking about.
Morning, sunshine. Hope we didn't wake you.
Kurva! Did you have to sneak up on me like thieves?
We are thieves. Besides, we had to make sure you weren't followed. Or trying to lead us into a trap. But enough of this chit-chat. Let's get down to business. We heard there was some trouble at the monastery. Question is, was it the right sort? Did you do that job we agreed?
Do you think I'd be sitting here if I didn't do it?
How should I know? The world's full of idiots.
It's done.
You've got proof?
He had nothing on him. No coin, not a thing.
So you wrung his neck and found nothing on him? That's a disappointment, ain't it?
I had nothing either. All the novices have to hand everything over once they enter the monastery.
Right. So you don't even know if you wrung the right guy's neck. I'm wondering if you wrung anyone's neck at all.
Just go there and ask around. Everyone will tell you about the murder.
Or I'll walk straight into an ambush, more like. Forget it, boy. I have a much better idea. Kill the bastard! Come here, Lily Liver.
swallow you. Stop, please! Spare me! I yield.
I'm interested in...
Uh-huh.